So where we're at now with the stars, Jupiter is making us look at our emotions as more a medicinal practice so that we can heal. And we have Saturn that is helping with the grand trine, Mars and Jupiter and Saturn, that is open for healing if you want to make the effort. See, but if you're a healer at this point, you need some healing too, right? You need understanding from where your viewpoint, where you're coming from. Really, you need to take a break, probably. Hopefully you can. That's really been the call for a long time. See, with Uranus having been in Taurus, it was past 7 years that we were supposed to learn how to relax. And there's one more window of time to see really why, and also there could be something that forces us to relax too, like something that says, no, you're going to camp out for now because the power is knocked off and stuff like that. So, and that's what the Earth population really does need. I know I do. There's some weird stuff taking place. I tried to talk about it in some videos, but I just erase it. I don't want to sound like too fragmented. I'm kind of really tired. And anyway, this video shouldn't be made. There's just some activity with the planets in Scorpio. Now, for me as an astrologer, I'll tell you that I don't see that a Pluto-ruled planet squaring Pluto is harmful as it could be if it was any other sign. It's not as haphazard as like it's really going to be laser beam sharp and as to what it's pointing at. What is it pointing at, Shauna? Okay, in layman term, we're talking about the truth. Humanity has a big bout with looking at the truth more. Now, if you notice, well, with this, trying to figure out what a comet is, and the difference between a comet and an actual intelligent being that's trying to. I wish that thing would break up into little fragments and hit some people around here who decided to pour asphalt on. I just hope it's God that it happens. I don't know how else to deal with it. I hope the star Atlas over there can do it. Neptune is going to go back into Pisces, and I was trying to tell you in my last video that I didn't. It's kind of just brace yourself because we're going back into like the Stone Ages, but really it's about now. I would advise you to you're going to be finding yourself wanting to do more introspection. A lot of it is just to become hermit. Maybe for me, that's the call, because I want something different to happen other than what has been happening with Neptune. See, most likely what has been happening with people with Neptune isn't going to happen because with Neptune going backwards, it's making us see more clear what the patterns that we need to break and the programming and everything. It's very inner sanctuary like. It's not about the external. It's about working on our own selves. We're just like point blank. And I know I'm up against that. Everybody is though, and if they're not, if they're too unconscious about that, it's a difficult time, and they're reaching out in a weird way to people. They want to get other people in uh, on their undone work, right? Which could be quite what the word is now. Those kind of narcissists are called, I would say, agitator narcissists. What I mean is, what's the word? I'm sorry, it's different, not agitator, something else. Anyway, so see, we have that very intense aspect. The only thing that saves us a little bit is how that we do have Venus going. What year is it today? It's October. Is it 2025 or 2026? It's 2025, right? Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, we're past. Okay, wow, because we're past. We have Venus in Libra, which is wanting to cause peace in the earth. But you see, yeah, here it comes. It's going to square Jupiter, and that just means that you guys maybe learn to fast. Watch out for being overindulgent. I mean, is it really love, or are you just wanting to spend that money somehow and you don't know what to do? I mean, it's kind of that way around here. It looks like it. And I say that there should be a place that we can spend our money that says we're going to keep sanctuary the way that we think we intend it to, by way of agreement with each other, that we live in intention about this. See, because what's happening in my community, it's shameful, because it's like, but I say it's the world condensed, and that's just what's happening around the world. The whole world has gone mad, and so, woo, you know, woo, gross. It just, can you build your 9 by 9 pyramid kind of thick sandstone, maybe with a lead layer to keep you you need your isolation, right, away from all that noise coming at you. People are so ignorant. And now let's get back to, I was talking about shit. I'm sorry. I erased these 2 videos. I think I'm going to reinstall them back, because I didn't erase them completely, right? And then do a lot of editing. And if I did that and you see those videos in this gold shirt, please like and subscribe. I'm going through such a transformation right now that I'm kind of unrecognizable to a lot of people maybe right now. But hey, you know, I turned 51, and you don't stay 25 or 35 or 45 forever, folks. I don't even think you stay 55 or anything forever. What's forever is now. And that, how long does that last? Hardly a second. It's so fucking weird. But if you're Alice in Wonderland, you know that makes sense, baby. No, that's perfect sense. No, actually, that is the truth. Woo! There's a way to live here, folks. Can you catch up? So, I want to look at Neptune. Neptune is a silent but deadly. Okay, thank God. Neptune only goes to 29 degrees, and then by the time it's December, it goes forward. It's still 29. How miserable is that? And then, but then, Neptune, it's going to go into Aries for the very last time, I think, in fucking 165 years. It's just not going to do it anymore. Oh no, wait a minute. Here it is again. Sorry about that. It goes backwards again. Oh, how weird. No, wait a minute now. Sorry, pardon me. No, that's the same one I'm looking at. Yeah. January, it's going forward, sorry. And by February, it's going and back into Aries. And babes, when Neptune goes into Aries, a lot of real leaders are going to be rising up. It's going to be strange, though, because a lot of people don't like these real leaders. When I call them real leaders, you yourself might have a nerve about something, and that's your first responders right there. That's what leads you, right, to respond. Otherwise, see, a lot of times if you don't honor those things coming up, first of all, you can get sick. This bottom line, you can get disease. Those are the things that are trying to tell you, warn you of something that could go right, would not be right to keep letting it go on. But if you ignore those first responders, see, you're not going to be able to do that. Not now. By the time February comes, no way. What's going to happen is that collectively, it's a trip, because Saturn is doing the same thing with Neptune, and it's what Saturn is doing. No, what it's really, Neptune is doing something to Saturn. Saturn is trying to whip something into shape, like really kind of whip it, and whip it good with lessonry and all that kind of thing. But Neptune is saying, no, not this time, not like that. We're going to do it kind of different. This is going to be very, very nebulous, and we're going to stumble into it like the fool, but more like a dream. And see, a lot of people that are good dreamers about things, they have a healthy imagination. It's going to work out for them very well. And in the meantime, you'll see other people that are kind of doing their version of, and their imaginations are kind of running wild with them. And hopefully somebody says something to them and say, excuse me, but you need to wake up, because other people can see that, and they can also smell it, and also they can taste it, and stuff like that. And I'm not saying at all anything about our our Facebook page is right here. There's a knob there, and get the fuck off my Facebook page. Thank you. Oh, I'm sorry. You're still spying on you, and you're just learning how to grow up spiritually. You 60-year-old people here. I'm not picking on any one people. There's a lot of 60-year-olds out there. I'm realizing, and some of them are glomming. They energetically, like, did I mention that? See, there's a lot that I mentioned on my last video that I made in 40 minutes and then 20, and if I did post it, again, hit like and subscribe and leave an emoji. I like to just see an emoji from some random person. Like, the reason why I do this is because I'm supposed to share something and do something amazing with us all. I like to do a habitual kind of effect where it's almost like you just, did I hear a ping from Shauna? Tell me, would you like me to air my videos at a certain time and a certain day instead of, see, sometimes I'm doing it kind of random, and sometimes it's 9:30 at night, or 1, 2, 3, 4 in the morning, or 11:11 in the p.m. Let me know what is your preference of a day, and I'll say no way. All right, we've got yeah, just we're going back into the kind of what we're saying is almost like the Dark Ages. You know, we have Uranus in Taurus again. Very strange. It's just like, well, did you learn how to camp out? I hope you weren't too excited about space travel. I mean, the stuff that they say is space travel. Maybe we're already traveling in space. Really, it's helpful to know if you can just get your bearings straight on that. Whew, man, stupid. How fucking stupid. Pardon me. I love people, I really do. And I don't know everything either. But I'm here to tell you one thing. If you know that humanity is operating on stupid for a profound reason, it's not their fault, just like Christ said, well, forgive these people, they don't know what they're doing. Until they wake the hell up, we can't hold any of these people responsible. And I'm not meaning that sleep that I was talking about earlier. No, they should learn how to do it. They should learn how to sleep on it for a while. Man, you know, you get the feeling that some people never run into love in their life. They don't run into, like, a good friend. Yeah, I was trying to talk about that in my last video. I promise I've got a lot of work to do. And I'll do it. But I'm being good and distracted by demons around me. It's not me. No, I don't need an exorcist. I guess it's like I have to try to exorcise these. They don't like it, of course, and a lot of battling, a lot of battling, a lot of conflict, a lot of complete bullshit. I'm being held. Pretty much, I hold myself like this, but I say until I gather a community either here or there, I'm gonna be staying just in prison here. It's not up to me or anybody solely to just rip themselves out. Do they have a sounding board that they can fucking trust out there? See, I'm waiting for communications to happen for me, personally. Personally, me, I know what I'm worth, and I guess I'm not into sharing with anybody who's not willing to share with me. No. There's some people that are providing a cushion, but then they turn into a pen cushion. I hope you like that part of the video, babes. It's been a long time. My face is turning more into what it should be, which is just, it's like I'm going through hell. And you know that if you can be responsible for putting a smile on my face, wouldn't that be great, right? Because it's always better. It's always better. If you can smile, just paste it on. Be a narcissist. Doesn't it look better? That just totally fools your ass, doesn't it? Just do it. I don't know if you were a real person. It's like this is not the time to do that. I was noticing that people were unleashing on me today. I kind of went out in public, and it's like, babes, I'm going through a lot. I know I'm going through a lot, but you don't have to. It doesn't have to be that you have no discipline as far as this energy that is there. And they think, well, it's just a many amounts, and mainly it was a negative response. It was weird. I can't explain to you. And it's like, well, I don't need to be out to see this shit. It's not really me. You see, there's something I was trying to tell you about this astrology. Fuck, man, we have a new moon at 28 Libra, but see, it is squaring Pluto, and then Sun moves over and starts to square Pluto. So we have a moon and the sun going to square Pluto. This is not easy. No, people are turning into, like I'm saying, and I can see this thing happening with people. Well, you see, I know that I'm going through a lot of inner stuff. There's like a lot of weird stuff that I'm going through. People are, they find me as an amazing target, I guess, and I'm saying, yeah, right. Watch you, bitch. You're gonna get fucking burned. I think you already are. That's the problem with I already fucking singed their ass. I'm like, see, the problem with a fucking sociopath, and this is them, they stick out like a sore thumb after a while. And it's usually something that, like, after a while, it's like, you know what? 12 people are not doing that in that row, but look what that one is doing. Why are they doing that? Well, if if it's something like, if you live in the mountains, you see, what if you are trying to enjoy the night sky and you've been turning your lights out? Or how about this? You make sure you lay down material in your driveway that is little stones or anything but asphalt. Never would it be asphalt. You just no way. But see, now it really depends. If people hate it, see, the narcissist, the sociopath, they garnish attention through making people miserable. That's how they. Um, that's the only way, it seems like. They don't have any other way. They have what is called gold supply and then coal supply. Gold supply is their community that they go and work for. Usually they're good money making, somehow they're staying in the money. And usually it's clout oriented. They do clique, see, and a lot of them are just, they're criminals. You'll never see a better organized criminal than a bunch of businessmen out there doing their thing, necktie people. So anyway, and then yeah, very you can trust somebody wearing a necktie. Anyway, very tired. Me myself. There's a part of us all that is totally exhausted, and also on top of that, we can't get any fucking sleep. Well, the warriors can't. No, because why? Well, because we're ready for war. Yeah, there's war coming. Well, we're in it already. It's quiet. It's quiet. People are like, yeah, well, I'm gonna go over here and try and get the law to do things for us. And it's like, good luck doing that, babe. See, when people get fed up enough with that, there's gonna be some other shit that's going on. It's like, whoops, there you go. And that wasn't a bad person who did that, believe it or not. Sometimes good people get into trouble because they did good, you know. And it's certainly not what's going on next door to me. See, it's like out of 12 people, and then you look at that, it's like, okay, that sticks out pretty much. Now, all you have to do is alert them to the pathology that's there, and say, and that's a cherry on top for somebody that they're trying to fucking really irritate. Yeah, what's the name? Uh, Antagonizing, being an antagonist, the antagonist narcissist. the antagonist narcissist antagonizes you. And if you can imagine, there's many like covert ways that you can antagonize somebody. Really, antagonization is just that it rides your nerves until it just keeps scratching at your nerves, man. Your nerves are like being alerted, and you're going like that kind of thing, and it could really drive you crazy. See, but like I said, there's covert ways of antagonizing people. Um, just small example is to create stress in their life that perhaps you don't know that they know, and you don't really have that conversation with them. But see, there's where you have to really feel out: are these people helping or are they hindering? How does it feel at the end of the day? Do you feel more burdened down? Because they are an antagonist, and they like any good civilization engineer or mind controller, they can make all of that happen for people that aren't aware um, how to spot all that. Thanks for listening to all this. If I posted it and you got a like, see, there's a lot going on in the air right now with the sun and moon together, one after another, is going to square Pluto. And for people that have moon-ruled planets and sun-ruled planets, like any Leo or Cancer, they're kind of activating. They're getting activated. And then there's people that are being triggered who have an exact degree being aspected at 0 degree or 1 degree. I have a friend that has a 0 degree or 1 degree. I don't know if they appreciate what I'm telling them. It's like, well, you're going to have another whammy. It's going to be pretty tough. It's the biggest one of the year with a new moon kind of marking it. The whole month might be hard for you, dude. Yeah, stay alert. Be careful anyway. So the planets going retrograde is these outer planets that are taking us back is creating an effect, but it's not what I love about it. It's not going to last for long. We have a beautiful thing called just things start to just keep progressing, and um, so anyway, I hope you all are able to take care of yourselves enough that you realize that what is enough is knowing that you're being carried by God. And I hate to sound like this, but why not really bug the narcissists and sociopaths? See, because I do mean it. I know because there isn't anybody really helping me, but when I pray to my angels and my higher self, I guess you would say, but really, yeah, there's something now. Narcissists, if you want to be safe at all, you gotta ask. I don't like saying this, but it's a trip. I do know why to say this. You have to ask for forgiveness from Jesus Christ. I hear you're defiant. I hear you defiant. That you do not ask. You don't care if anybody is going to forgive you, and that you don't want that. But here's the thing. I know, it's true. You might experience a point of talk about agony. Antagonizing is more like you are so miserable. Maybe you're afraid. Whatever it is, pay attention. And just know that your problems can be solved. You don't have to mask it. First of all, if it is a heavy burden, if it feels really heavy and burdensome, it's not yours to carry. Drop it. Simple as that. And I hope that I'm around people more that know that kind of way of life. See, I know that and I've trusted it, and their change is nothing but for the better when you do let go of all of that, then something else comes in. When you do unleash your load, something else new that's necessary comes in. And you should know just to thank God, because that's not yours either, but here it is. Relish it, enjoy it like it is. Yeah, try to have fun with it all, Keep it. Thanks for listening to that. It's just kind of a pep talk, 'cause, oh, we're going through some hell of a fucking, like, like a pressure cooker. It is. It's like, what, you mean that we can't just turn around and slug these people in the face? No, no, no. I mean, do you like jail time? Well, then so good. All right, so good. See, but here's what I'm here to tell you. Nothing really, nothing anymore. I don't want to tell you anything now, but as a shaman, I am. Let's just say that you can enter into their dreams. What are they going to do then? You can fucking really do some energetic stuff. In fact, I'm pretty sure this is the thing. Why? How do I know this? Well, it's being done to me. That's the only way that they can get to me is through black magic. I can tell it's weird. And see, this is the thing, is I'm going to be able to articulate it better for you. In the United States, the way that they have people operating through the financial fucking hijacking system, it's hijacked. That financial system is not safe. No, unless you're crazy, you can make money, right? So anyway, sorry, I lost my place. I had a punchline, but I guess I'm done talking for now. I have 3 videos that need so much editing as far as I'm concerned, because I don't talk about any one any one subject matter, but this is just comic relief and expression, letting this is kind of how it is, and every bit of it on my face will show. Yeah, we are exhausted, but we're going through this. We're going through a pressure cooker now. It's like, well, if you're lucky, you have an Aries next to you, or even a Scorpio. I imagine now that the same way, they're the ones that what they call is ride or die. They really are there for people. You know, um, they don't have anybody in the background really. Like they don't have. What I mean is they don't have a big group of people that they are bouncing like a pachinko ball off of. Um, and keeping themselves busy. Really, we are condensed, and when we do reach out to help people, it's kind of more condensed. Is what I mean. It's not a thinned out person there. It's not It's not thin. You know what I mean? It's possible to thin yourself out and thin your energy out and thin out who you really are with people, and not knowing why they're even there in your life, kind of a thing, right? And I was talking something very interesting about Buddhism on the last video that I made in this shirt here, gold. I made 2 videos. So again, if you saw those and you see this one, hit like and subscribe, leave an emoji. Uh, what is your favorite subject matter? Tell me, and I'll try and keep a solid train of thought. Speaking of thought, you see, we do have the sun now going into Scorpio, and it's going to square Pluto. And we just had like a Mars square Pluto and a Mercury square Pluto. But see, those Mars and Mercury are conjunct now up ahead here on the 25th. They get they're very close right now. This is the closest they'll be. Sorry about that. Yeah, we're looking at a conjunction that just happened. Interesting. So weird, because people can have a heated conversation, and it can get really heated up, and everybody's bleeding tears talking, trying to get, and then but it's not that serious. I mean, you can just, and let's go get a drink at the pub. Okay. I don't, because Scorpios can really handle a really good argument. They are getting really deep. If you can handle their sight, their way that they see right into your soul, then you're home free. Good luck, man. They're like dealing with a witch right there, but a good witch. I'm telling you, they're the most misunderstood. I find the Taurus people, they're opposite. Those fucking people. You think fucking Scorpio is bad, but now we're talking about control freaks that when they get toxic, boy, oh boy, are they fucking miserable on everybody. And we're talking about Taurus, Leo. Yep, Leos. Woo! They take the cake. Okay, I'm sorry. Yep, not a pun either. Because it rules birthday cakes. They're all about the birthday and the celebration. So then we go over to Scorpio. These are all the people that are major control freaks. Out of them all, we all know that about the fixed signs. Uh, and last but not least, Aquarius. They're so sneaky. There's no sneaky about. They're the benevolent control freak, right? I mean, really, no. But you have to be careful. No, they have a bad. Every sign has a bad and a good sign to them. They have a negative and a positive. It's hard to. In this world, particularly with the way it's set up, the human ecology, supposed human ecology, it's not set up to bring out the best in you. In fact, I'm here to tell you, kids, babes, it is completely fucking reversed. And when you find this out, you should just know that you should figure out, now we're going to do this. We're going to learn how to go on strike. Going on strike for what, Shauna? I mean, what are you doing? Well, I've been on strike for a while now. Yeah. And it's almost like, well, if you want to see me, if you want to regroup and regather, let's do it. But are you on strike or not? See, I'm on strike. What does on strike mean? Good question. Can we change that? I'm on strike against saying on strike. Fuck that thing. Let's do everything differently. That's Moon in Aquarius here. That's Moon, Sun in Aquarius. Why are we talking about Aquarius? Well, we have a lot of challenging that right now because Pluto is there. And now it's getting like juicy. It's like being basted right now. It's like, alrighty, we have humanity is roasting somehow, some way, right? And the thing that they're roasting on, which is horrible because I think it's stupid, you should be really getting more buoyant and beautiful whenever you are dealing with the truth, especially the hearing the truth part. See, and again, is this the same video? If you are worried about your freedom of speech, you might as well check. Did you lose your legs? Did you lose your arms? What's going on there? Why can't you just know that action speaks louder? Did you just lose your actions speak louder, man? And if you knew what I was dealing with here on my neighborhood, it's like, you know what? All I have to do is alert people, say, do you notice the weirdo over there? They don't know it, and I think that I can get a lot cleared away from a lot of me. If I just don't, if I just maybe if I have to go through law enforcement or something to tell them she was going to move, she got the message like 6 years ago, but you people are making it really complicating for her. Can you pay her like $1,000 a month and she'll probably move like in about a year? Pay her fucking house taxes off and then she'll be gone, lickety split. She's thinking that she has to pay it and stuff. See, I want people to kick me out of here, but pay me too, and they will. It's like, well, okay, I see you're there and you want me to leave, but will you pay me to leave? I'm like, is that all it takes? Yeah, that's all it takes. Pay me to get out of here. They paid you to fucking kick me out, so give me my money. Aren't I fucking brilliant? I knew you loved me. I'm gonna get nothing but more and more brilliant. Just let me get some rest. Let me relax. Don't try to hold back my fire. And try to accumulate a little better understanding. And then here's the main thing. Fuck, you're gonna hate it. It depends on who you are. Communicate it. Communicate. Just communicate it. Just do it, babe. What the hell? See, as an empath, we can detect that already people live an inner life of, like, it's so deep in there, right? They can't communicate it. We understand. We understand. But we're used to trying, we have to communicate, babes. Talk about it. If you don't, it kind of turns into a disease. If not with you, in your relationship, and where? Everywhere. Uh, Listen to that shit too. Some people can say so much and they don't say. It's like, okay, when are you ready to have a real conversation? Right? Hello, Scorpio. How are you? Send money. Whoever has a Scorpio, they're the ones that send money. They know. They're like, no, just we understand. It's unconditional too. It's like, nope, get well soon. Stuff like that. Really. And it's not much. They always say it's not much, but they know how little bit it helps, and it does. Thank you. My PayPal and Venmo and Cash App are up on the top, and of my cover photo, and you can get there through my email, which is probably in somewhere description box down below. And thank you for efforting to buy me a coffee, all 500 of you. That's all I needed. And by the way, a coffee in the United States costs $20.